Hey there, it's Daniel Johnson Jr. with another video update for National Podcast Post Month over here at GetThatJobOnline.com. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback, as I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to be doing the last update for November, just kind of some wrap-up and learnings of some of the things that I've learned from doing this series. And if you have any comments or feedback that you'd like to offer about how this has helped you, what you appreciate about this, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I'll read your updates in the on the last update for November. So yeah, you can send those to Daniel@GetThatJobOnline.com. You can leave them in the comments. You can get in touch through the website, GetThatJobOnline.com/contact. These are also being posted over at YouTube. So if you have if you'd like to reply to a video, you can do that over there. The question for today, again, this is the 20th day of November, 20th day of National Podcast Post Month, and the question today is another behavioral interview question. Tell me about a time when you had to go above and beyond the call of duty in order to get a job done. Tell me about a time when you had to go above and beyond the call of duty in order to get a job done. Okay, so it's just kind of an interesting story here. The situation was the company that I had worked for, they were involved in one of their former clients had a dispute with them, and we needed to get some documentation about some of the work that we had done for them, and that involved pulling up a bunch of old reports that we had done for business that we had done with them, and to document a lot of things through email. So, who was the person that had gotten the reputation for being resourceful? Yeah, me. I had gotten a reputation for being someone who was resourceful, being able to go through a lot of this, sort through a lot of documentation and stuff. You know, I talked a little bit about it yesterday about being able to find some things online and stuff like that. Well, they tasked me to pull as much documentation as possible, and we were talking about they wanted boxes and boxes and boxes of documentation about business and work that we had done for this client. And this particular client that we had done a lot of work for. And there are things that we did for this client that we didn't do for any of the other clients. And what we wanted to do is to show some of that documentation. And so this involved pulling up old emails from different employees, current and past employees of the company, printing those out, printing out reports and attachments and things related to that what we had done for the company. And I remember spending a couple of days, I think 3 or 4 days, just nonstop, just printing out these documentation for, going through reams and reams of paper to print out this documentation, and using up boxes and setting them up. And finally I got to the point where I was like, okay, I can continue going through this. This is kind of what I had. And they kind of said, what you did is kind of the thing that was there. We got enough. They kind of said, we got enough. You can continue on doing what you were doing. But this wasn't part of my actual job task, but this was something that they needed to be done, and they needed somebody who had some skill and knowledge to be able to do this. And they called on me to do that. I'm sure watching this, you can probably think of some situations where you've been asked to go beyond the call of duty in order to get a job done. I imagine that a lot of folks who are currently employed, find themselves in this situation regularly. So, love to hear your stories, love to hear your feedback, and looking forward to sharing whatever it is that you have to say on the 30th, 2 days from now. So for now, this is Daniel Johnson Jr. coming to you from a beautiful Cincinnati, Ohio, saying until tomorrow, make it a great day. Duty is quite beyond it's one of those all right, I gotta get over this word duty, D-U-T-Y. Forget about how it sounds, okay, never mind. All right, start over.